Today, I'm here with author Wesley Chu, and we're going to be playing SOULCALIBUR VI.
We're going to try to play SOULCALIBUR. What number SOULCALIBUR is this?
6.
There's 6 now?
How many were there back when you...
Okay, I used to love SOULCALIBUR, but I was amazing at SOULCALIBUR 1, I think. Maybe 2, but it's been a while. It's been a beat since I played SOULCALIBUR. So this is going to be fun. When you're gonna fight with weapons, pick the longest one.
Yeah, for anyone who doesn't know, you have an extensive fighting background of yourself.
You just gotta stay out of range, and then you thrust and poke. I don't love her armor.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh! This is normal difficulty? Wait. Wait, how do you block in this game? Oh, I'm blocking! What's up? Oh my God. I feel like See? When in doubt...
When in doubt, block.
Oh, I got her! So I have like one move that works for me now.
Is it blocking?
No. It's I'm gonna back up. You coming at me? No, and then it's the vertical slash poke. I can do this all day. Oh, what's this? I didn't even know I could do that. Oh no! Wait.
You got this. You're so close.
Okay. So, there's definitely a move where I can shoot to the side. I just don't know how I did it. Oh, I remember this game now. Okay. So, the way the triangle is for vertical slashing and square is for side slashing. That's a beautiful game, by the way. Okay, so there's 8 of these guys I gotta beat?
Yeah. You gotta beat 8 people so you can face the penguin.
Am I fighting the penguin?
Yeah, you're fighting the penguin.
And this was the one that you created.
Yes.
What is this penguin's fighting style?
He has very... I don't know what you would call the weapons, but they're very flipper adjacent.
Did you create the flipper adjacent weapons?
They were in the list of things, so...
Flipper adjacent weapon.
So when did you first start getting into all the martial art type things?
I mean, okay, so I grew up in Nebraska, and so we immigrated to I'm one of those guys where I have a hard time multitasking.
You say winning.
So I immigrated to the U.S. when I was 5 years old, and we went to Nebraska. So back in the day, back in the 80s, there was 5 Asians in the entire state, and 4 were in my family. So I didn't have a link to my culture, Taiwan, the old country. So what happened was I discovered something called Samurai Sunday, which is really badly dubbed. Well, I gotta beat this dude. So I discovered Samurai Sunday, which is this really badly dubbed kung fu movies, and I kind of fell in love with them because it was my link to the old country, you know, everybody from China and Taiwan, we could fly and punch through walls and everything, and that's what I believed when I was a kid. So I wanted to learn to do that. So as soon as I could, I started training in martial arts, and then it just kind of became a lifelong thing where I was a huge reader and I loved martial arts, and I always wanted to read a kung fu book or a wuxia book, and they didn't really have those, fantasy for a long time was very focused on it's very Eurocentric, Arthurian legends, medieval Europe. So it wasn't until and then I trained for a long time. I studied wushu, something called Baguazhang, Xingyi, Tensao Taishi, and then I wanted to write a fantasy book about it, and it wasn't until 2015 when I really kind of everything kind of coalesced for me. And I was talking to a bunch of my author friends, and then, you know, back then, they were all writing what I thought were like big important books, you know, books about culture, books about race, you know, class issues. And they were like, oh, well, Wesley, what are you going to work on? And I was like, I want to write a Kung Fu book, you know? Okay, I actually love her. Okay, so in Kung Fu, spear is king. Okay, so anytime someone uses a spear, I'm always like, it is by far one of the most effective and effectively easy to use and effectively harder weapons to master in the martial arts world. Like, what Siegfried's doing with is he using his right hander, like a really big, large two-handed sword? Not much finesse to it, which is why I'm doing so well.
It's like such a classic weapon in the fantasy genre of video games.
Well, it's a massive sword that should not exist. I'm gonna totally beat this game now. I'm not leaving till I beat this game.
You're gonna have to fight off the other authors.
Really well. But again, I'm like literally like hitting like 3 or 4 moves at a time. Man, I love her costume. What I appreciate about what happened is that they so Siegfried, at least from what I remember, he actually fights with this hilt in his handle, which is actually what they do in real life. There's actually a lot of moves that you can use when you do swordplay, where it's like you attack with the hilt. So is this 3? Is this 3 now?
Yeah.
Alright.
You're almost halfway there.
So it's all about fighting the penguin, though, right?
Yeah.
So how did you decide to do a penguin?
You probably don't get as much penguin stuff coming from the Random House side of things, but
I will eternally be sad that they never, when they merged with Random House, that they didn't call it Random Penguin.
But yeah, we basically use a penguin as our like mascot for everything since we work at the corporate level of Penguin Random House.
I'm really curious what the... Oh my god, he's fast! Oh wait, hang on. Hold on. No, this guy's really fast. Oh my gosh! Alright. Need to focus on... I need to focus on this guy now.
Ton of damage.
Oh my... Oh no, you gotta knock me! Okay.
And he even push you into the abyss.
You know what? No, what's happening now is like... The game got too smart for me because it figured out I'm doing the same 4 moves over and over again.
Speaking of creating characters, what was that process like for you in the War Arts Saga?
Creating characters?
Yeah.
I would say they kind of like came to me. I didn't like intentionally try to create certain characters. The only real character that I really centrally focused on was Taishi, which is the main character, and I really wanted her to be a very specific way. Everybody else just kind of came to me like naturally. Like
In a dream.
In a dream. Well, I mean, I used to dream a lot of my plots. Like Taishi was very clearly inspired by like a lot of the old traditional like wuxia kind of tropes and characters. The crouchy old master. Obviously, I very much had Michelle Yeoh in mind when I first conceived her. I love Michelle Yeoh. But everybody else is just kind of like, just kind of came to me organically. I tend to not intentionally create characters. Is this guy supposed to be Greek? He's got a Greek background. All right.
And what would you even call like the thing he's fighting with that can split?
It's not a real weapon. I don't think. I could be wrong, but in Elden Ring it's called the Twin Blade, and I have a a similar weapon in the Art of Prophecy, which is my secondary role fantasy, that I call, oh my gosh, that I call the double sword, because if you, Mandarin is a very flowery language, but if you break down the actual words, it's literally like, just a very direct, a very direct translation of a lot of things. So like, sweet and sour soup is literally a good example of what they. So instead of giving it a name, it's like this soup is sweet and sour, and that's what they just call it. When in doubt, think about fighting in general. In real life, it's like the simplest moves are often the most effective. So, now he's not wearing clothes. Oh my gosh, he's so fast!
You gotta use what you learned last time. And
wait, what just happened? Oh, I just did something really cool. Oh my gosh. Come on. I'm moving on. Sorry. If you give me like candy and put me in front of a fighting video game, I will do this for hours. And I will literally. And I had this inherent need. I need to win these games. It's very personal to me. That's why I wanted to get the moves ahead of time so I could like master them. Because it's not a game anymore. It's a way of life.
I mean, you've really incorporated this into every aspect of your life.
That is true.
So yeah, as much as you can while fighting, what was it like translating Kung Fu, which is a very visual experience, into a novel?
So the thing about, like martial arts and the wuxian specifically as a medium, it's a very visual medium. It's a lot of it is about the moves. It's about the flares. It's also about like the lifestyle of it. Hold on, I'm getting my. Oh my gosh, Yoshimitsu is killing me. So when you write like fight scenes and martial arts scenes, it's especially in long form prose in a book, you have to be. It's a balancing act because when it comes to like good fight scenes, it has to do a lot of heavy lifting. So you're not just doing something really cool like a visual action scene. Oh, I knocked him over. What's up? But also, it has to do you do world building with it. It's character development. It's plot work. So every fight scene has to kind of like do several different things. Like nothing exists in isolation. And I'm gonna. Oh my God! What did you just do to me? Hold on. So you have in my first few books, because I come from a martial arts background, I used to be a stuntman, and I must. I just had to take care of business first, But early on, my choreography was like extremely detailed. We were like, okay, every move makes sense. I could reenact the entire scene. Oh no! I could reenact. Okay. You know what? And what happened was it just came off a little like dry. So fight scenes in a book form has to be balanced with like what is interesting. You gotta create some space so that the reader has room for imagination. Oh, what did you just do to me? What just happened here? Can I say something about Siegfried's armor?
Yeah.
Why would you wear full plate armor, but then like not wear a helmet?
You gotta see his cool face.
What? And also that long hair. I mean, it's very dashing, but like, see, he's got a scar on his face. You know why? Because he didn't wear armor. He didn't wear his helmet. Why would you do that? But I mean, technically, I'm not a big believer in wearing heavy armor when you fight because you can't really move. Like, he should be sitting on a horse, and he can hold a lance a certain direction, like tilt this way, and that's about all the movement he's gonna have. And I don't understand this armor. What? Oh, she's fighting in the battle ring. That's new. She's like Poison Ivy, but like as a ninja.
Got very also like Jinx from League of Legends energy.
See, here's the thing. Also, is I don't think. Oh, what did I just do? That was cool. I don't think my armor is protecting me that much. Like, do I take less damage because? Oh. Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! I gotta.
Great.
It was really important that I win this fight. Like, I think when she hits me, I still take as much damage because let's just be honest here, okay? She just did a cartwheel kick on me, and how is that gonna hurt? How is that gonna break through my plate armor? She just did a skip at me. I don't appreciate that. Oh my gosh. All right. I'm gonna get that penguin. I'm gonna reach that penguin. Did you think I was gonna reach that penguin at first?
I believed in you.
Did you really? Thank you. I appreciate that. See, for example, like, I don't understand how she's blocking my sword thrust with her big ring.
Maybe it's a really strong ring. Are there weapons that are a big ring?
You know what? So the funny thing about kung fu is they make weapons out of anything. Like there's a form that I've seen practice before where they use a bench, like a wooden bench, and that's the weapon. Okay. Now I'm sure like in history when brawls broke out in bars and everything, and in ancient China, people used benches. But like somebody took that and turned it into like an actual fighting form. I mean, is it effective? I don't know. I'm assuming people don't carry around benches with them all over the place, but a bench.
Oh my God! Look at this matchup.
I guess if you carry a bench, it's more useful than like carrying like a sword, because you really can't do anything with a sword. With a bench, you can at least sit down on it. But I'm also of the belief that like swords are one of the worst weapons out there.
Tell us why.
They're expensive to maintain. And like against armored people, it's not particularly effective. I mean, if you're gonna knock him out. If you're gonna fight somebody, most fights happen very close distance. Swords are long, they're unwieldy, and they require kind of a lot of effort to kind of like to generate power. That's why in almost most cases. It is actually better to. Oh my gosh, you're supposed to fall. Why aren't you falling? I'm sorry. It is almost better to fight with an axe. Because what happens is, okay, so first of all, the axe requires less metal, okay? And it's easier to learn. You just kind of have to swing it, just patterns. But like, I'm sorry, Siegfried.
Said Siegfried.
You are a no chance. But so like swords are expensive. Swords are you gotta maintain it, or they rust a lot. And they're meant to be like you have to kind of keep them longer because they're more expensive to create. An axe, on the other hand, you're just creating the axe head, okay? And it's a lot less metal. It's easier to learn. It's a lot more deadly, okay? Because if you're able to swing, it's a little heavier on the top side. So when you swing it, it causes more damage, and it'll actually break through like armor a bit better. What's even better than an axe is a mace, because when somebody wears armor, an axe cuts. But if they're also wearing like metal armor, then you're just hitting the edge of an axe on armor. A mace, in many ways, is a lot more damage that way because it kind of penetrates through the armor better. Oh my gosh, this guy's fast. Wait, what's his weapon? Is that a saber? Okay, so he's wielding a saber. A saber is actually also a kung fu weapon. That hurt. Okay, so sabers are usually more considered the like the common soldier weapon. All right. So
You made fast work of him.
because it's about reach. The saber is great and all, but I have a sword as long as I am, which is why I just do the 3. And anytime I do moves that are like outside of the basic ones, oh. And what I appreciate about Soul Calibur is that it uses 3-dimensional space a little bit better than most video games. Like I just rolled out of his way, oh, and now he rolled out of my way. Okay, I'm about to reach the penguin. So we're talking about swords and axes and maces. Because like back then, if I understand it correctly, like a suit of armor is like owning a Ferrari. You know, expensive to make, expensive to maintain, and like, oh, I threw him out. Got really excited about that. So this guy's supposed to be Huang. If I remember Huang correctly, he's Korean. So but. Oh no, that's Harang. That's a different video game entirely, actually. Oh, I beat all 8.
And you got an achievement?
No, I did lose once.
It's really all coming together.
But where's the penguin?
Here, let me get the penguin set up. Bring up the penguin.
That's the penguin? Did you make that from like...
Yes, I made it.
That is awesome. And that's the flipper? That's the flipper weapon?
What would you call those?
I mean, I've seen it before. I think it's an African weapon, isn't it? Or I think I saw something similar to that. From like, oh no, where did I see that? I've definitely seen that. So do I do something?
Yeah, feel free to.
Should I play? Should I play Siegfried again, or should I? You know what? I'm gonna try Killick. I feel like I shouldn't do that because I already know. I at least know some of the moves for I like Blue also.
Oh,
And
where?
he's kind of dressed like a very stylish Shaolin monk, but with a lot of jewelry, which I guess defeats the purpose.
Gotta be fancy.
Gotta be fancy.
You can't fight if you're not cute.
You can't fight. Like, he's got a little shoulder pauldron, and that's it. That's his only armor. But if you look at where he stands, let's see how he stands. Well, what did I just do here? Let's see. Because if this... So he's actually holding the staff correctly. This dude, on the other hand, I don't know what he's doing. So this guy actually is fighting like I actually know some of his moves.
See, you're utterly obliterating the penguin.
So he did several like actual real like kung fu moves.
The thing about the penguin is he's mostly about the fancy twirls.
He's very twirly, yeah.
Which you don't think of when you think of a penguin.
Uh-oh, well. Oh, okay.
This third round is going to be interesting. Yeah, you're the first.
What's the name of your penguin?
It's just penguin. I think it like filled in a default name when I like gave him a voice.
You gave him a voice?
They like make you pick like a voice. I said this third round was going to be interesting, but it's not going well for the penguin.
Wait, what did you just do to my heart?
What did you do to your heart?
Wait, what happened to me? I look. pretty cool now. I look like the bad guy in World of Warcraft. Oh, I forgot. There's a whole subplot about like these possessed weapons, right? In Soul Calibur.
Yeah, that's, I believe, the like soul aspect of it.
I forgot I can kick in this game too. Oh my gosh, what did you just do to me?
I don't know. Oh.
Wait, did you just hurt? Did you lose your hat?
I seem to have lost my hat.
Oh, come on!
No.
Oh, oh!
But what did you do with my hat?
What? I could do that. I should do that exact same thing he just did.
You have both been the first author to ever face the penguin and the first author to defeat the penguin.
How many authors have actually tried?
You're the first one.
I'm a lot better at these video games than I looked. Okay, I'm just out of practice. But my series with Del Rey is called the War Arts Saga. The first book is called The Art of Prophecy, and the second book coming out in September is The Art of Destiny. The War Arts Saga is my love letter to like wuxia, the kung fu movies, that kind of genre. I was a martial artist for a very long time. I was a stuntman for a while, and this is kind of like my way of like, you know, writing the book I've always wanted to tell, writing the story I've always wanted to tell. So thanks a lot.
Yeah, check out the book wherever books are sold. Thanks so much.
All right, thank you.